Digestion time varies by food type because different nutrients require different enzymes, acids, and mechanical processes in the stomach to be broken down effectively. The stomach's primary role is to mix food with gastric acid and digestive enzymes, turning it into a semi-liquid substance called chyme before it moves into the small intestine. How long food remains in the stomach depends largely on its physical form and nutrient composition, which directly affect the speed of stomach emptying. Liquids are digested and emptied from the stomach much faster than solid foods because they require little to no mechanical breakdown. Water passes through the stomach quickly, while beverages containing sugars, proteins, or fats take slightly longer but still move faster than solid meals. Because liquids do not trigger strong stomach contractions or prolonged enzyme activity, they create minimal fullness and leave the stomach rapidly. Carbohydrates generally digest at a moderate pace. Simple carbohydrates, such as refined grains and sugary foods, break down quickly because their chemical structure is easy for digestive enzymes to process. These foods leave the stomach faster and often lead to short-lived fullness. Complex carbohydrates, such as whole grains, legumes, and vegetables, contain fiber that slows stomach emptying. Fiber absorbs water, increases food volume, and requires more digestive effort, which prolongs digestion and promotes sustained energy release. Proteins take longer to digest than carbohydrates because they need strong stomach acid and specialized enzymes to break their complex molecular structure into amino acids. Protein-rich foods stimulate the release of digestive hormones that slow stomach emptying, which helps regulate appetite and supports tissue repair. This is why protein-heavy meals tend to keep people feeling full for longer periods compared to carbohydrate-based meals. Fats digest the slowest of all macronutrients. Fat delays stomach emptying by triggering hormonal responses that slow the movement of food into the small intestine. Foods high in fat require minimal breakdown in the stomach itself, but significantly influence how quickly the stomach releases its contents. While healthy fats are essential for nutrient absorption and hormone production, large amounts can cause heaviness or discomfort due to prolonged stomach retention. Mixed meals containing carbohydrates, proteins, and fats digest at varying speeds depending on their proportions. Meals high in fiber and fat generally stay in the stomach longer, while lighter meals composed mostly of carbohydrates and liquids pass through more quickly. This variation in digestion time explains why some foods provide quick energy while others support long-lasting satiety and digestive comfort. Liquids pass through the stomach faster than solid foods because they require very little mechanical or chemical digestion. The stomach does not need to break liquids into smaller particles, so they move quickly through the pyloric valve into the small intestine. Water is the fastest, often leaving the stomach within minutes, while other liquids such as fruit juices, broths, or low-fat soups may take slightly longer depending on their nutrient content. Because liquids do not strongly activate stomach stretching or prolonged enzyme activity, they create only temporary fullness and are rapidly absorbed or moved forward in the digestive tract. Liquids that contain carbohydrates, such as sugary drinks or smoothies, remain in the stomach a bit longer than plain water, but still pass through faster than solid foods. Their digestion depends on concentration and thickness. Thicker liquids like protein shakes or blended soups slow stomach emptying slightly because they require more mixing and enzyme interaction. Even so, they are still processed faster than solid meals, which is why liquid calories often do not suppress appetite as effectively as solid foods. In contrast, fatty foods take the longest time to leave the stomach due to their unique effect on digestion. Fat strongly stimulates the release of digestive hormones, such as cholecystokinin, which signals the stomach to slow down emptying. This mechanism allows the small intestine enough time to digest and absorb fats properly. As a result, meals high in fat can remain in the stomach for several hours, creating a prolonged feeling of fullness. Fat does not require extensive breakdown in the stomach itself, but it significantly affects how fast the stomach releases its contents. Fried foods, Creamy sauces, fast food, and heavy meals delay stomach emptying the most. While healthy fats from sources like nuts, seeds, avocados, and olive oil are important for nutrient absorption and hormone production, large quantities still slow digestion and may cause bloating, heaviness, or discomfort, especially in individuals with sensitive digestion. The contrast between liquids and fatty foods explains why different meals affect hunger and energy levels differently. Liquids provide quick hydration and rapid nutrient delivery, but little lasting satiety. Fatty foods keep the stomach occupied longer, delaying hunger, but also increasing digestive workload. When liquids and fats are consumed together, such as in creamy beverages or rich soups, digestion time falls somewhere in between. This variation in stomach emptying plays an important role in appetite control, meal planning, digestive comfort, and overall energy regulation throughout the day. Meal size and food combinations play a significant role in determining how long food stays in the stomach, because they directly influence stomach stretching, enzyme activity, and hormonal signals involved in digestion. Larger meals take longer to digest simply because the stomach needs more time to mechanically break down food and mix it thoroughly with gastric acid and enzymes. When the stomach is stretched by a large volume of food, it slows the rate at which contents are released into the small intestine, leading to prolonged fullness and slower digestion. Smaller meals, on the other hand, empty from the stomach more quickly because they require less processing. The stomach can efficiently grind and liquefy smaller portions, allowing food to move forward at a steady pace. This is one reason why eating smaller, balanced meals throughout the day often feels easier on digestion and helps maintain consistent energy levels without heaviness or discomfort. Food combinations significantly affect digestion speed because different nutrients digest at different rates. When carbohydrates, proteins, and fats are eaten together, the overall digestion time is influenced by the slowest digesting component, usually fat or protein. For example, a meal containing refined carbohydrates alone may leave the stomach relatively quickly, but adding protein or fat slows stomach emptying. This mixed digestion process helps stabilize blood sugar levels and prolong satiety, but it also means food remains in the stomach longer. Fiber content is another important factor in food combinations. Meals rich in fiber from vegetables, whole grains, and legumes slow digestion by increasing bulk and absorbing water. Fiber delays stomach emptying and supports steady nutrient absorption, which helps prevent rapid spikes and crashes in blood sugar. High-fiber meals tend to create a lasting feeling of fullness and support digestive regularity. The texture and density of food also influence how long it stays in the stomach. Solid, dense foods require more grinding and enzyme exposure than soft or processed foods. Highly processed meals break down faster, while whole foods with intact structure take longer to digest. Chewing food thoroughly can improve digestion efficiency by reducing particle size before food reaches the stomach. Eating speed and meal timing further affect digestion. Eating too quickly often leads to overeating, which increases stomach workload and slows digestion. Balanced meals consumed mindfully allow the stomach to process food more effectively. The combination of portion size, nutrient balance, fiber content, and eating habits determines digestion time and influences comfort, hunger patterns, and overall digestive health. Individual factors play a major role in determining how quickly or slowly food moves through the stomach, because digestion is not the same for everyone. Metabolism is one of the primary influences on digestion speed. People with faster metabolic rates tend to process and move food through the digestive system more efficiently, while those with slower metabolism may experience longer stomach emptying times. Metabolic rate is affected by genetics, body composition, hormone levels, and overall health, making digestion highly individualized. Age also influences how digestion functions. As people get older, The production of stomach acid and digestive enzymes can decrease, which may slow the breakdown of food. Muscle tone in the digestive tract may weaken with age, affecting how effectively the stomach contracts to move food forward. This is why older adults may feel full for longer periods or experience slower digestion compared to younger individuals. Aging can also affect sensitivity to certain foods, further influencing digestion speed. Gut health is another critical factor that determines how food is processed. A healthy digestive system relies on balanced gut bacteria, proper enzyme production, and a well-functioning stomach lining. When gut health is compromised due to poor diet, frequent stress, illness, or medication use, digestion can slow down or become irregular. Conditions such as acid reflux, gastritis, or irritable bowel patterns can affect how long food remains in the stomach and how comfortable digestion feels. Hydration status significantly impacts digestion efficiency. Adequate water intake supports the production of digestive fluids and helps food move smoothly through the stomach. Dehydration can slow digestion by making stomach contents thicker and harder to process, leading to bloating or discomfort. Proper hydration helps maintain a healthy digestive environment and supports efficient stomach emptying. Lifestyle factors such as stress, physical activity, and sleep also influence digestion speed. High stress levels activate the body's fight or flight response, diverting energy away from digestion and slowing stomach emptying. Regular physical activity supports digestive movement and improves circulation to digestive organs. Poor sleep can disrupt hormone balance and slow digestive processes together. These individual factors interact to determine how quickly food leaves the stomach and how efficiently nutrients are processed, making digestion a highly personalized process. Stomach emptying plays an important role in regulating hunger, energy levels, and overall digestive comfort because it determines how quickly food moves from the stomach into the small intestine, where most nutrient absorption occurs. When food remains in the stomach for a longer period, it creates a feeling of fullness by stretching stomach walls and activating satiety signals in the brain. This delayed emptying helps reduce hunger between meals and supports better appetite control throughout the day. Foods that slow stomach emptying, such as those rich in protein, fiber, and healthy fats, contribute to sustained energy levels because nutrients are released gradually into the bloodstream. Blood sugar levels remain more stable, preventing sudden spikes and crashes. Stable blood sugar supports consistent mental focus, physical endurance, and emotional balance. In contrast, foods that leave the stomach quickly, such as refined carbohydrates and sugary drinks, can lead to rapid energy increases, followed by sharp drops, resulting in fatigue and renewed hunger. Stomach emptying speed also affects digestive comfort. When food moves too slowly, it may cause sensations of heaviness, bloating, or discomfort, especially after large or fatty meals. Slow stomach emptying can increase the likelihood of acid reflux because food and stomach acid remain in contact with the stomach lining for a longer time. On the other hand, extremely fast stomach emptying may reduce fullness and lead to frequent hunger, encouraging overeating and irregular eating patterns. Hormonal signals play a central role in linking stomach emptying with hunger and energy regulation. As the stomach empties, hormones such as ghrelin increase, signaling hunger, while hormones like peptide, Y, and cholecystokinin promote fullness when food is present. Balanced stomach emptying ensures these signals function properly, helping the body recognize when to eat and when to stop. Disruptions in this process can interfere with appetite regulation and energy balance. Eating patterns, food choices, and lifestyle habits all influence stomach emptying and its effects on hunger and comfort. Balanced meals that include fiber, protein, and healthy fats help maintain an optimal digestion pace. Mindful eating, proper hydration, and stress management also support healthy stomach function. When stomach emptying occurs at a balanced rate, it promotes steady energy, comfortable digestion, and a more predictable sense of hunger, contributing to overall digestive well-being and daily comfort.